We have designed a wiki space that you can use to promote well-being in senior students. Senior students are a group of adolescents that are stressed, fall into peer pressure and face great challenges in their life, from beginning to become adults to career choices and seeking employment. We believe our resource can be modified and used for learners of all ages as well as educators, parents. However, we are going to discuss in depth how it will benefit senior students. Students are engaged with technology and using the internet. Our wiki has a vast range of strategies and information and is great because you only need to access one site to get all the information you need to support senior students' well-being. The purpose of our wiki is to give strategies and activities to our learners so they can improve their own well-being. The homepage of our website has been developed to ensure that students, teachers and parents do not just assume that well-being is essentially happiness. It clearly identifies that happiness is measured solely by life satisfaction and well-being is measured by positive emotions, engagement, positive relationships, meaning and accomplishments. Students can see that well-being is not only just made up of one single component, instead it is made up of 5 different elements. These 5 different elements are important to show students that their own well-being impacts on all aspects of their life, from careers or future careers, social life, financial stability, their physical health, as well as the impact this has on the community. As stated by Brunker, in a society that is increasingly aware of the need for mental health awareness and support, social and emotional well-being is an imperative skill, much like communication, collaboration, empathy and resilience are essential in order to learn, form relationships and carry out our day-to-day lives. An ability to understand, access and utilize our emotions is essential to the thinking process. That is, emotions support our ability to select, plan, make decisions and prepare. The homepage also allows for students, parents and teachers to access the site and see how important well-being is, as well as develop their awareness of well-being and how to support themselves as well as each other.
Think back to when you were at school. 28 students and only 1 teacher. It is impossible to answer every question from every student. Firstly, senior students can feel very overwhelmed with the workload, assessment and all the decisions they need to make that impact their life. Unanswered questions can leave them confused and unsure. Next, students can start to raise their stress levels. Through using this blog attached to our wiki resource, the senior students can post their questions and comments and teachers can respond, offering advice and support to improve the stress and reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed, all which will improve their mental health and well-being. Our blog has a range of great features. Firstly, as teachers, we can use the blog within our classroom and get students to post a reflection or some questions at the end of each lesson. Secondly, teachers must invite students to the wiki space for them to be able to view and interact with the blog. Teachers monitoring the students' blog posts on the blog can ensure it's safe and supportive for all learners. Also, the blog can be anonymous, which appeals to shy students. All teachers should teach their students about safe internet use before allowing their class to use the internet. Sharing this information and setting clear expectations and consequences can minimise inappropriate use. This will create and maintain a safe and caring environment for all students. Students can then respond to each other and the teacher can offer additional support and advice through the blog. This fosters social and emotional and communication between peers and teachers as well. Building these relationships is a highly effective way of promoting well-being and allowing the students to feel a part of a group or just valued. Lastly, we have created a blog page for parents to have a say and get their questions answered and provide extra support to their children. Our first aim is to implement this into the classroom and later go wider and bring parents in so they can feel a part of their child's journey. This will also provide extra support and encouragement these senior students need. As you have seen in this blog fosters and promotes 3 of the QCT standards. Standard 6, support personal development and participation in society. Standard 7, create and maintain safe and supportive learning environments. And Standard 8, foster positive and productive relationships and families within the community. We have created a section curriculum because of its highlighted importance in education. The students can see what they're learning and how it is important. Firstly, this helps to give them a reason of why they're learning this and how it fits in to what they're doing. This is part of our wiki, assists them to be clear about expectations and seek accuracy in their learning. Secondly, DOL supports clarity and accuracy in learning. Mazzano and Pickering believe developing such habits of mind can enhance students' learning of academic content knowledge. DOL strategies have been embedded into learning experience, and we all believe we have seen improvements of students' attitude towards their learning as well as confidence in their ability. This improves their well-being, especially around the school and social interactions. Lastly, our resource allows students to use habits of mind, being clear, being accurate, identifying and using necessary resources, planning appropriately and responding appropriately to others' feelings. The curriculum, which as teachers we align our learning experiences by, also supports well-being. We are excited that our resource can help promote a positive well-being in senior students. Elias states, among the many priorities also identified as important in schools, the development of students' mental health and well-being is considered integral. Related research indicates that schools will be most successful in their educational mission when they integrate efforts to promote children's academic and social emotional learning.
Values of Australian schooling is not just for the students in school, but also the teachers and the wider community. These values help to promote a supportive learning environment with the community, positive relationships, partnerships and self-care. These 9 values are care and compassion for self and others, doing your best, which helps students to accomplish something worthy and admirable, as well as try hard and pursue excellence in any aspect of life. Fair go, which means students aim to pursue and protect the common good where all people are treated fairly. Freedom, where students enjoy all rights and privileges of Australian citizenship, free from unnecessary interference or control, and stand up for the rights of others. Honesty and trustworthiness, where students are to be honest and seek the truth. Integrity is acting in accordance with principles of moral and ethical conduct and ensure consistency between words and deeds. Respect means students treat others with consideration and regard as well as respect another's point of view. Responsibility is to be accountable for one's own actions, resolve differences in constructive, non-violent and peaceful ways. Understanding tolerance and inclusion means that students are to be aware of others and their cultures as well as accepting diversity within a democratic society and being included and including others. These values recognise the values of current education policies and programs in place as well as develop students' responsibilities in local, national and global settings. Building students' resilience and social skills is vital in life as it can help them bounce back from tragedy, push through hurdles and face challenges in life. As teachers, using this wiki resource, we will teach our students to acquire the skills to build their resilience and improve their self-esteem and become a stronger person. On me. The purpose of the Activities to Promote Wellbeing page is to examine and present healthy, promoting behaviours and psychological well-being. This wiki page has taken the perspective that schools, essentially secondary schools, aim to facilitate best possible growth and adjust through adolescence. Mental health problems and health compromising behaviours related to adult mortality are increasing among adolescents and raise the need for preventive action. As almost all young people attend school through their childhood and adolescence, schools provide an ideal setting for enhancing students' mental behaviour, health and subjective well-being. In this regard, a supportive school environment is considered a resource for the development of health-enhancing behaviours, while a non-supportive environment may be considered a risk. Researchers inform us that well-being is important. Mind Matters, which is a whole-school approach to promoting mental health and well-being, concludes that promoting the mental health and well-being of all young people is a vital part of the core business of teachers by creating a supportive school environment that assists learning. Teachers need to be comfortable and confident in promoting and teaching of mental health. In this section, we have provided a list of activities that can improve the well-being of senior students. This section also includes ways of improving mental health, SEL, social emotional skills and resilience, as well as improving one's well-being.
The 10 Tips of Wellbeing page discusses how to promote well-being. Whilst it is primarily aimed at senior students, the information can be readily used by teachers, parents and staff and also members of the community. The tips are aimed at satisfying the basic rights and needs of the human beings to enable them to live a worthwhile and satisfying existence. The representation of Maslow's hierarchy of needs diagram, you can see that each tip falls into one of the hierarchies and the importance for us as human beings to maintain these facets of our lives. Tip 1 falls into the love and belonging category where we meet the basic needs of involvement with other human beings. Tip 2 hits the top 3 categories of the pyramid where by paying attention to our interests and hobbies, we are able to create and raise our self-esteem through success in activities we like doing. Tip 3 falls into the self-actualization category where we are being creative. Tip 4 is contributing to our community and falls into the category of self-esteem where we are showing respect for others and also safety category where we are acting in a moral manner. Tip 5 is taking care of yourself falls into the most basic category of the hierarchy where we are looking after our needs of nutrition, shelter, medical needs and exercise. Tip 6, challenge yourself targets the top 2 categories of the self-actualization and esteem, where we are trying new things and gaining self-esteem through success and learning. Tip 7, dealing with stress falls into the safety category because we must look after our own needs. Tip 8, rest and refresh refers to how adequate sleep restores our body's energy both physically and mentally. Tip 9, which is take notice of here and now, which fits into the safety category where we need to take the time to notice gifts life has to offer. Tip 10, asking for help fits into 3 categories, these being esteem, safety and love and belonging, where we are all resilient on other people and perform at our best. This is normal and acceptable and we should not be afraid to ask for assistance.
Group work improves our social, career and community well-being. Cooperative learning is the use of small groups through which students work together to accomplish shared goals and to maximise their own and others' potential. Successful group work is not the easiest option, nevertheless, given the current drive to raise achievement and promote more autonomous and active learning, it is important to incorporate more collaborative group work strategies. This wiki page outlines the benefits of group work. The page has a range of strategies that can be used when setting up collaborative learning activities. Firstly, it indicates strategies to enhance positive group work. Secondly, it fosters creativity. Limiting the size of tips on dealing with stress. The tips page has 30 ways to alleviate stress. All learners will find something in the extensive lists that will be able to identify with and are willing to try to help de-stress their lives. Senior students just suffer from stress and it is important to recognise personal triggers and work towards avoiding these, and if these are unavoidable, at least be in a position that take measures to reduce the amount of stress. These tips can target all members of the school environment, from students to teachers, principals, parents and the extended community, not just senior students. You can share these tips when building professional relationships with students, their parents and other staff members.
A great feature on our wiki page is the projects page. As you can see, this page is a place for teachers where they can put special events, sports, timetables or fun school-wide social events. Students can see what is going on around the school and know when and where it is happening. This provides more information to our senior students where they can participate in social interactions and team building programs offered by the school.
As you have seen, building learning partnerships with students is very critical to monitor their progress. well-being, and ensure they are comfortable and safe. Building partnerships with their parents is just as important to make sure parents are aware that of what their child are learning, how they are coping, so that they can be just as supportive and encouraging as the teacher. As seen in Kids Matters website, it is important to build these relationships with students, parents and other staff to ensure support for parenting collaborative working relationships to create supportive networks for parents and carers. Kids Matter agree children who feel that they belong at school are happier, more relaxed and have fewer behaviour problems than others. They also learn better, are more motivated and more successful with their schoolwork. Our wiki space will help students be more successful as they will be more motivated and confident. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, Jessica Collins, Jessica Ward, Bianca McLeod and Norm Horan on these email addresses. Our Wikis page link has been uploaded to the Building Learning Partnerships wiki page. We believe this wiki is a great way to promote mental health, social emotional skills and well-being. Please have a look and use it within your classrooms and outline or as a great resource to help our kids have a better future.